Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the HollingsWorthless Program. Little tribute for Norm Macdonald. That was all by one of the Hooligoons, the Fab Four. Fabulous. Starting off with Sean, the Mechanable McCann.
Yeah, what a sad day, and we'll talk a little bit about it. And thanks for having me.
Yes, and we have the Coco co-host Manulus in his new mansion. Manulus Rojas Martin Junior.
R.I.P. Michael McDonald. No, Norm. Shout out to him, man. Great guy.
Shine, sweet freedom, shine on me. And they them of the crew.
Such an asshole.
The semi-pronoun Tyler Smith.
Thank God.
He's on mute.
Yep.
God damn it, my awesome quip.
Yeah, that's great.
My awesome quip.
Let's give a we'll never hear it. Let's give a shout out to everybody that's in here sipping on Emeretta, Sanders, Carla, Stefan, Victoria. Keep going. Big Daddy Chris is in here. I saw that. Guyanese gal. Carla, did I mention Carla? Sandy J. A barn is in here. Andrea, and I think I got everybody. If I didn't, San Francisco 49er girl and N. What's up, guys?
Yeah,
Hey,
so, I saw a barn getting a little rowdy in here. I'd ask you to hold your horses.
I love it. It's so good.
Let's do farm jokes real quick. Quick round table. Jay, go.
Quit horsing around.
I just did a horse.
Okay.
Don't have a cow, man? I don't know.
It was all okay.
Really trying to milk that.
Puns here, huh? All right.
Oh God. Come on, jump in.
Womp,
Tyler, don't be
womp,
chicken.
womp.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you for playing. God, all I wanted.
Norm Macdonald, who is Sean's all-time favorite comic, has passed away. I think we all found out he's been dealing with cancer for the last year.
No,
Yeah, he definitely pulled a
10
Chadwick
years.
Boseman.
Wait, what?
10 years.
10
Oh,
years.
10 years?
He didn't tell family. He didn't tell friends. He didn't tell business. Nobody knew.
Holy shit. I thought it was just a year. That's
No.
fucking
They actually brought it back to 9 years. Some people have said, but his manager said, or his production pal said it was been 10 years.
Wow.
so he knew but not the family.
Yeah, he didn't tell anybody.
Wow.
He didn't
That's
think
kinda
sick was
crazy.
funny. Yeah.
I mean, you got to
Yeah.
be crazy to write those jokes.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean-
go ahead, Manny. No, go Manny.
I mean, it's just crazy because you never know what people are dealing with on the inside, right? And it's like trying to, keep that smile going for you. And you think about Robin Williams, he was dealing with something. You think about Norm, you think about Chadwick Boseman. They were like these larger than life figures, and underneath the surface, they were all dealing with something. So it's like, make sure that you have your support systems in place. And, it's just, man, just sad stuff.
Yeah, you know how I would describe Norm in my view. So for the viewers, listeners, as comics, and also like and actually for the people watching, Billy O'Connor's in here. What's up, Billy? Billy O'Connor.
Yeah, Luke.
Yeah, for those in here, I'm sure you have text messages that you send to friends, your core group, that if they got out, you would be canceled. Maybe you don't, maybe you do, maybe you don't. As far as comics, there's a bunch of shit that we will say in a green room or on text messages. Like, we have a text group that it's the worst shit. Norm would say it live, and like when I think about Super Dave when he said that joke with Super Dave.
I had that cut, but then I was like, man, I'll just leave it out because I don't know how people
dude.
take it.
Norm basically would do your private DMs or texts and live on air, and didn't give a fuck.
Right.
And like so for those that don't know, and Sean hit me to his show. Go ahead. What?
Gold chains would make a very good gift. Or no, gold
Sorry.
chains would make a great gift for a very, very good slave.
Jesus Christ.
Christ.
So
That's
for
the
the
one he did.
yeah.
Super Dave's like, what did you say?
yeah,
You
so for
can't
the
say that.
you have to give context though. So for those that don't know, and Sean hit me to his show, so our Norm on his show, he would write jokes that he would tell, and then he would also have his guests tell these jokes on air live, and they had not seen the jokes beforehand, and some of it was some of the most offensive shit that dude, you're just like, oh my god. And I mean, he was a comics comic. What's this? I'm looking in here.
Oh, Guyanese gal. Her sister passed from cancer, and so
yeah. Sorry for your lice. Your lice. Jesus Christ,
Jesus
your loss.
Christ. He's still high from yesterday.
Jesus,
You have lice too. I'm sorry about that.
No, he was amazing. That was crazy to hear. That was a slap to the face. Like, that was like a left hook. You just didn't even see it coming. And what's interesting too is he's done interviews over the past 10 years too. And when you start to pull out things he's talked about, it's interesting to look back. Like, he wouldn't talk about it, and it wasn't something he wanted to advertise. And there was a question that Vulture had done an interview 3 years ago, going on 4 years ago, and then the interviewer was asking, does comedy have any special relationship to the truth? And he said, I wouldn't pretend to ever know the truth, but comedy in its highest form always reveals something. Maybe you could call that the truth, but what I don't like is the idea that suffering or pain or being a victim, you could say that leads to art, and maybe it does, but it's not art in itself. So then the guy goes, for sure, but there are good and bad forms of every art. And he says, Norm says, but I'm telling you this, I've heard people go on stage and talk about cancer or some shit, and I go, isn't this what happens to everybody? They seem to think they're singular in their story when their story is the most common story that could possibly be, which is suffering and pain, which at the time he had cancer.
Yeah.
Then as we move forward here, there's some really cool stuff where he talks about being on. They ask him, well, how has Twitter been to your life? Like, is that something that you think adds to it, or has it been a problem? And he's like, actually, I think it's terrible, especially when I'm just summarizing here because I can't find it. He says, I think it's terrible because when I really look at how little time I have left, this is how I'm spending it.
Oh,
and
fuck.
So when you hear that and I remember that, and when you hear that, that's you're just like, oh yeah, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, you're wasting time, when in fact he knew exactly what was going on.
He was at the airport at that, right? Was that the one where he was at the airport?
No, that's where he said something about that he wasn't very funny anymore because he couldn't be.
Oh, yeah.
But that was the thing too, dude. He just never bailed. He would still. I mean, you think back to that roast he did with Bob Saget. He did all those street jokes out of that old book that his dad gave him that was written in 1947 or something like that. And dude, people didn't know what he was doing, and he never bails. The moth joke, doesn't bail.
I was gonna say probably my two favorites are like Norm things was the moth and I already forgot the other one. God damn it. Mine
was Screwed with Dave Chappelle when so it was a movie they did a long time ago, but one of the lines that Norm said in the movie was, he was like, my dad always told me to stick with Miss Crock and you'll get ahead. And then Chappelle looks at him, he's like, no, he said stay with Miss Crock and you'll get ahead. It was such a just like great movie.
I know it was his dad dying in his sleep bit. Which do you remember that, Sean?
Oh, sorry, I was reading the comment. Sorry, but
I would say the moth bit what he did on Conan, fucking funny. And then
6.5 minutes long is why it's not on this show right now. It was just too long.
If you get a chance, go Google moth bit Norm Macdonald. The other one is when he talks about his dad died in his sleep. He had a heart attack, and they were like, "Oh, he probably went peacefully," and like just that whole thing. And he's like, when your heart attacks you, and oh, dude, it's so fucking good, dude.
It's the way he looks at stuff, man. It's just it was a whole different perspective. God, I really want to find this one part. It was so great. We can keep going. I'll find it here.
So did you guys had the chance to be in the room with him, like in a green room with him?
Not once. I never met him.
I think I was on a show with him at one point, but never like really interacted with him.
Yeah, I don't think that. I mean, I think I saw him at the parlor. He might have been at the parlor.
What about you, Tyler?
I hired him on Cameo
Oh, you did?
one time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I had him pretend to be my dad and tell me he was proud of me.
Do you have it? That would be something that nobody's seen.
That'd be amazing.
Nobody's seen or said ever.
Because you can look those up. There's a lot of great cameos that people put up of Norm.
No shit.
Yeah, he did a birthday one for my buddy, and it was actually really funny.
That's awesome.
Damn, it was really good.
God,
fuck, man, that makes me think of like when my grandmother was getting up there after my grandfather had passed away. I gave my grandmother like a little personal recorder, and I told her, I was like, just talk about your life, just talk about. I want to have this, you know, and but she was like, nah. I was like, well, all right, well, that's great. Thanks,
I mean,
Granny.
You know what though? Like, as sad as it is that he's gone, I mean, what a testament! Like, what a legacy to leave behind, right? You definitely, you'll always be remembered. I mean, you know, after I'm long and gone, shit, maybe somebody else like come up on our shitty podcasts.
I was thinking about that too. You're right. Yeah.
So,
Seductive Turtle, welcome.
His Cosby joke. Let's see. While going to get coffee with Jerry Seinfeld was hilarious. You know, he had good words to say about Emmett Montgomery when he was on Last Comic Standing. So
Ricardo Flanagan also Ricardo posted something about that where it didn't get aired, but I guess Norm said that he was his favorite. What?
I'm just laughing at Victoria's comment.
I'll always remember you, Manny.
Jesus. All right. Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude.
R.I.P. to the legend. And if you find your thing, Sean.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually, Manny. Yeah. I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of quotes from him, and I'll do a Norm quote moving forward every show. Yeah. Something that's interesting though, not his bits. I'm not gonna do his bit. I'm gonna do something that he's talked about, because that man, it was interesting too. He always talked about, that's a problem with comics, is comics get on the stage and they start talking all meta when acting like they know the thing and they want everybody to hear their thing, when in fact that's the most narcissistic thing you could do in your life. Nobody wants to go to somewhere after slugging it out all day at work and go listen to some know-it-all. They want to see a fool on the stage. You got it all wrong. So this guy, he understands what comedy is. It's funny, whenever I have, prior to this, obviously it's only been a day, but when I've heard Jerry Seinfeld, he continuously talks about the fact that he's like a student of comedy and really always breaks it down and blah blah, and you hear it just as much as you hear like Jay Leno tell you for the first time that he's never spent a Tonight Show paycheck. You're like, dude, I don't believe you when you say that. When Norm, who doesn't have to say that for himself, and he knows what comedy is, and there's so many great things he's spoken about within comedy. So I want to pull those out and rest in peace. He's on the marquee outside of the Laugh Factory that says God make
him laugh in heaven.
Yeah. There is a video of him saying that if he dies, he would hate to be that guy on that thing where it says that specifically at the Laugh Factory with that line. He was not brave, and he had he would talk about how it wasn't brave, that when you died, cancer died too, so it's more of a draw. So I'll pull some things out, and
R.I.P. to one of the greats. Holy shit, he's on you. When we did our Mount Rushmore, he was on yours, right, Sean?
Oh yeah, yep. He is my favorite forever. He's just and it goes way beyond. Yeah, and he goes way beyond comedy. It's like who he is as a philosophy.
It's like, I know that it may just be that we don't have, with the shutdown and everything, that we have more time to see all this shit. But doesn't it seem like since COVID started that and they aren't necessarily dying from COVID, but it's just like deaths that you're just shocked at.
Yeah, I think it started with Kobe, right? In 2020, as soon as
Chadwick
was afterwards, and it was like, I mean,
Chris Cornell was big, dude. That was where it really broke for me in 2018 or 17. Chris Cornell died in that, or Yeah,
Anybody got
7:30.
eyes on Betty White? She doing all
She's
right?
still good. She's still good, man.
There you go.
Yep.
What up, Natasha in here?
that-
Natasha, sorry, I was going to say Natasha said, "Hi, family. Did Tyler address his abandonment of Jay in his time of need yesterday?" Tyler didn't even know. For those,
Yeah. What happened?
her fucking Manny and I. Well, let me give a backstory. So we did our Love in Black and White show yesterday live. Only did 30 minutes because for the last 2 weeks I've had a show. I've been working nonstop doing shows for the last 2 weeks every night, and then the last week at the Cellar I was doing 2 shows a night, and then after that, including Sunday night, then Monday went to the Raiders game, so I was just fucking tired and drained. And Tuesday I was like, yesterday I was like, I'm doing fucking fuck all. I'm not doing anything. I'm just going to relax. So Sean, you'll like this. On the podcast yesterday, I got high as fuck.
Oh God! And Victoria's saying here, 30-minute podcast. Yeah.
There used to be a 10-minute podcast called the 10-minute podcast. Yeah, Manny definitely carried it. Dude, it was, I mean, if you've ever seen me high, it's a fucking train wreck.
It's a shit show, which is like, I think there needs to be at least one of those every like 30 episodes. You know
Sean
what I mean?
hates them.
I think it's better if it happens on the HollingsWorthless, because at least we can carry the show.
He loses his mind.
He does, and it's just like he's sitting there talking to Rinks and like fucking holding him.
Don't make me.
Oh,
Don't make me
no.
fucking do it.
No, don't do it.
But I got this up in Seattle with Tyler.
I recognize it. I'm like, is that a dockside? Shout out.
So on this, then last night at 11:48, I get a text from Jay and it says, "Look, I'm gonna say what it says, and then I'll translate for everybody else." It says, "She is me, legs for me." And then a TikTok link. What he's trying to say is what's happening to this woman's arms is what happens to my legs. Here.
Yeah.
The wrong person.
What?
The lady, she couldn't lift her arms up because she was high. I get it.
You're the only person who gets that shit.
That hurts so much. I know it. I get it.
So stupid.
I get
God,
it. Yeah.
Man, I wish I got high like that. Like I wish I could just erase my tolerance and just be like a child again.
And be like a child again.
Yeah, shout out there was this 49er girl. I really was working my dad skills yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know what? Speaking of that, I just want to reiterate how amazing that game was. I mean, what an opener for that that stadium, especially with fans. I mean, overtime and the way it went down, and
halftime, Too Short and Ice Cube.
Come on.
No, crazy. I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. We were sitting there. So and I did a post where I said, if you know, about my upgraded seats.
Yep.
So
it's called the system. It's the system.
It's the system, baby. So let me back up. So I went to the game with Carlos. Originally, excuse me. Carlos was going, Carlos Rodriguez, comic that lives 4 doors from me, huge Raiders fan. And he was going to the game. And I was like, I was talking to my buddy Yates, who I've known for 25 years roughly. And he's always been a Raiders fan. We used to be roommates. He lives in Atlanta now. He was like, I told him, I was like, I might be able to get tickets. Do you want to go? And he was like, yes. So we got the cheapest tickets we could get because I always do the system, which is I go in and then we go to the concierge and I say, hey, I can't fit in my seat. And then we went from the 400 section down to 100 in the handicap section.
It's not just that. It's in the handicap section too. So it's like it's all the leg room. It's wide open.
So
Security
great.
doesn't let normies in.
Oh my god. That's
but
finally
the picture.
But
it's really paying off for you. This whole wait you got going on. It's really paying off for you.
Why would you laugh at that, Sean?
But the one time
I'm with Sanders.
that I go, and we're in Boston to watch the Pats, and we go up to do the system, and they said, "Oh, sorry, sir, we don't have any extra space," and so it works every single time.
You're the curse,
Dude.
Me.
That's exactly what he said about like what was it, roulette or whatever. And
About
it's like,
everything.
Yeah, exactly. No, it works every time, or like it's like blackjack. It works every time. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I mean the roulette system. Sean, tell him.
The roulette system, dude. He'll do it. He can tell you right now. It's like these 10 numbers. Rattle them off. 3, 5, 8, 7. Do it. What is it? Do the numbers.
Roulette numbers are 34, 33, 32, 31, 23, 22, 21, 13, 6, 3. Boom. Booyah.
Yeah, do it again to prove it. Do it again just so everybody
34,
knows
33, 32, 31, 23, 22, 21, 13, 6, 3. Boom.
And that gets you rent every month.
Wow. I remember for a while he was paying rent that way.
We went to the casino. Me and him, and here's just what he said. Hey, dude, what are you doing tomorrow? Nothing. Let's roll up to the casino. I'm going to go make some rent money up there. I'm like, cool. We go up there. Dude, he probably made rent for 3-4 months. And then we left like it was an ATM.
Sean was just like, what the fuck is happening? Dude, but yeah, so when we upgraded, and dude, this actually at the Raiders thing, that was the easiest anything. We literally just walked in there. Yates is like, what are you going to say? I go, you'll see. So a little old lady, my wheelhouse was the customer service. She's like, how can I help you? I go, so I put acting chops. I was like, this is really embarrassing. I'm too wide and too long for my seats. And she literally just
that person in a position of like, I feel shitty. This is how it always is for him. I got to do something.
Yeah. And then she goes, how many are in your party? I go, oh, it's just me and my buddy. And then
Jesus Christ.
And then she was like,
just me and my caretaker.
He holds all my medicine.
So
she's like, do you want 119 or section 120? I was like, oh, I don't want to be difficult.
Anything closer.
It's the worst.
My eyes aren't so good either, you know.
Yeah. So she gives us the tickets. So we're walking over to the handicap section, 119, and we're in seats 5 and 6, and we get there, and some motherfucker is in my seat.
Wow.
Hold on. So fucking
Was
it just bad because I have a so
hold on, wait.
Look, this
Oh God.
you have to understand. Here comes the next one.
Fuck.
And
Oh fuck.
all the way over the corner.
Oh, I thought you had him kicked out. I was like, God. Dude.
Well, I got him kicked out of my seat.
He keeps sending me pictures of him, and they keep saying, "Where's it at?" He keeps going. Still ain't got a seat. The dude behind him. Then he sends me another one.
Carly,
Still don't have a seat.
I mean, who does this guy think he is that he can just take a chair? Those are assigned. So get the fuck out. I'd say get to stepping, but I don't know if he can. So get the fuck out of my chair, buddy.
Oh my God, that is so
You're gonna pay for that at some point.
I know.
Yeah.
I was also
Fucking
texting
funny.
Sean. I may get struck by lightning. Fucking have a heart attack at this game. I was like, yeah, fucking. I would tell him kick rocks again, but whatever. Wheel the fuck out of my chair, bro.
I could see next time Jay being like, not only can I not fit in my chair, but my eyesight isn't the best either. Can I get a little closer, please?
Will you send me those photos, please? I gotta send them to my handicap friend.
Victoria, get to rolling.
No, N.
Wait,
Come on,
I
now.
work for the Raiders. The last time you'll be doing that, Jay.
Oh, do you want a case with the ADA?
Oh my God!
Oh,
talking about lost her job because of Jay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh fuck,
Hey,
dude.
I do have a question for everybody. If we want to switch topics,
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about? I want to. What would happen if you're approached with this
Okay.
issue? So, and I'm going to give you a real life what happened and then how you deal with it.
Okay.
So Annie Wright, who's 21, drafted a 17-page relationship contract after dating her now boyfriend for only 2 weeks. 17 pages.
Okay.
The contract came with 4 main objectives: honesty, communication, awareness of partners' needs, and clarity and alignment in their intentions. They met on Tinder.
I think I might have heard about this. Keep going.
And at the time she had I had braces and calls, I was very embarrassed, she says. It was also pandemic time, but I got to the point where I was like, screw it. I'm going on dates. Well, she matched with almost anybody on Tinder until the matches. I'm going on a walk with my dog at 2 p.m. today. Are you free? So then some sucker knucklehead, he says, yeah, let's do it. And he was like, I want to be boyfriend and girlfriend. And she's like, in order to be ready for that, we have to lay some serious ground rules. And at that point, he didn't turn around and leave. He sat there and listened. So they printed out terms and conditions, went over to his place. They sat on either end of the bed. They read them out loud. Felt like the biggest issue I had in my last relationship was it felt like boundaries of mine were crossed that I never established. So this dude has to pay for those crimes of the other dude. That's cool.
Dude, I think you're looking at this all wrong, Sean. This sounds so romantic to me.
It sounds like what?
Sounds romantic. It's like Dwayne and Angela on The Office, like two super atypical, crazy-minded folk. Like if you're sitting in the room, you're just as fucking crazy, and you got your stack of papers waiting for her to sign too. Like, oh, I'm so glad that we're doing this because my last girlfriend, she wouldn't sign the papers, but we're gonna sign the papers. Just this is great. I love it.
Yeah, I'm with Carla
I think
on
this is
this. At this
romantic.
point, just go with an arranged marriage. Holy shit.
Remember, the girl came with it. The girl came with the contract, not the guy.
Hmm.
Dude, that's a great point.
Yeah.
That you're right. If you're in that room having that conversation, you're in it too.
Fuck,
Mhm.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
Yo.
Dude, yeah. So okay, this is going into another direction. Along the same lines though, Sean.
Okay.
So what would be in our contracts? We are presenting a contract.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, if you and Sean started dating,
Yeah.
I was clear on what he meant.
Again.
Yeah. I mean, we've always been a shot with this for a second round.
Yeah. No, so you're all of us, you're gonna do this. Like the girl's got a contract and things that she wants and requires in a relationship. What would be in each one of your guys' contract? We'll just say 3 things. We'll limit it so we're not here for 17 pages.
This is
Okay, who
so
wants to-
hard because
wants to
how do
start?
you got to get your head in the space of a person that thinks that way?
okay. You can't interrupt me during football.
Okay, that kind of all
Let's see.
whoever cooks the other one cleans.
I like that. There you go.
Manny, by the way, let's just call out Manny's got to walk a super, super tight rope here because
I
he's
really-
the only one married, and the things he says are real.
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, Crystal doesn't bother me during the game though, but I've dated people where
Good
it's like,
recovery.
yeah, you have to tickle my balls every Wednesday. No, I don't know.
What the fuck?
Wouldn't that
only on
just get
Wednesdays.
annoying week to week?
It would. It's like, all right, I've had enough.
Okay, we'll go around like this. One
Okay,
thing
okay.
each. We'll do it
Okay,
3
let's
rounds.
do it. Okay.
Tyler, you start. What's one thing that's a requirement if somebody's dating you?
They have to go with me to events. All
Okay.
of them. All of them.
Okay.
Why?
No,
Hey,
just
quick,
the,
why
like-
though? Why?
I mean, just like
You don't trust them.
family events, stuff like that. I just don't want people to not. I don't want to go to something that if I don't want to go to it, I don't want to have to go to it alone, type of thing. You know what I mean?
So you're like misery loves company.
Exactly. If I'm not stoked about going to something and I have to go, you have to go with me.
For sure.
But can you also tell them that I don't want you to go to this, or they're going to everything because that's what you said?
No, not everything. Like, there's things I definitely want to go to by myself. Like
Okay.
my shows, I'm like fine going to my shows by myself or doing
Orgies.
boys' nights or whatever, or
Orgies.
orgies with the boys. You know, we're talking about the same thing. We're just splitting hairs now.
Okay, one thing for me. I need my own downtime.
Yes.
Whatever that may entail. That might be me just hanging out with my buddies and you're not coming, or maybe it's I'm gonna play some video games. I just want to veg out for like 2 hours. I don't want to talk. I don't want to whatever.
You need to be a little more specific though, I think, because the contract can't just
lawyer
say,
McCann.
Yeah, you got to be like,
Legal
I get
McCann.
1 hour of this for that, or something. Yeah.
Okay, then I will say I get, and I may not use it every day, but we'll say 2 hours a day of my own time downtime. However, I see fit to do that.
Does time
do
accrue?
Does
time accrue over time?
God, legal Sean is the fucking. Does time accrue? No.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair because that could cause a little point of friction there.
Yes,
Some
it does not
contention.
accrue.
Okay.
You use it or lose it.
Okay. Everybody
Okay,
else, by the way, let's get our answers and comments over here. What's give your one big one?
Yeah. And now you, Sean. What's one thing?
I'm looking out to the future here.
There you go.
So it has to be an A-B situation here, though. So it's that you can't complain or make me feel guilty or make me put a top and or doors on my vehicle when we go out driving ever. So whether I have a Jeep now or I have some kind of like a cool car that the top comes off or something, you have to be cool with doing what you need to do to be warm so I can enjoy all the stuff like I bought it. Taking the doors off, the top off, you got to be cool with it.
Yeah.
Tyler,
That's a big one, dude.
I was driving with my girlfriend the other day, and we saw this dude driving in his convertible with his girlfriend, and she had long hair, tops down. The dude's bald, and he's just loving it, and her hair is just like. I like look at my girlfriend. Both of us have long hair. We're like, I bet you she fucking hates him right now. I'd be so mad.
Victoria, we're a match on this. Sean's not a fan of this, but I am with you. I love the subtitles, especially because you'll probably be fucking running your mouth, and I'm like, "What the fuck I couldn't hear because you were asking me questions?" So I need subtitles.
I hate subtitles. It ruins a movie.
Because you're not even watching it, you're just reading. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
stupid. Your eyes cannot help but float down, and meanwhile, all the stuff is happening in the upper 2/3.
You're right.
Okay, let me.
Everything, even the English ones, in subtitles.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Dude, I love it. I pretty much watch everything with subtitles because I feel like I can understand it more. If I'm watching with somebody, 1000% I've got subtitles on, especially if there's somebody that likes to talk or ask questions.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm fucking. See, Andrea gets it. Okay. So that was Victoria's. You have to watch movies, TV shows with subtitles. Manny, hold on. What do you have something, Sean?
I just look this one right here. This really bothers me. Why?
Read it. Say it. So
It
people
says
listening.
Sandy's is, and I feel it too. And you're gonna let me say why it bothers me before we get.
I know why it bothers you.
No domestic violence. This is a contract stipulation. No domestic violence, no drugs unless prescribed by a physician, alcohol permitted. And I'm not going to say who else has said this before. I've heard this no domestic violence thing. The fact that that's number one, and that is a stipulation in a contract that you feel you'd have to make with a person you're together with, drives me bonkers.
Yeah.
It saddens me. Whatever you've had to experience is bullshit. Obviously, you don't deserve that. Nobody does. Never your fault. That's super stupid. Sorry to hear that. Not to bring this down, but
and you're not super stupid, Sandy. Not saying that.
No,
but the fact that you would have to put that. Yeah, that's awful.
We just want
I
to say
hate that for you.
Oh, Manny, PC Manny.
Say here on the HollingsWorthless podcast that we love all Sandy J's, and that Sandy J makes this show, and that you are the best Sandy J. We love you.
And we also love Sandy's and Jay's.
And
okay.
Jay's.
Natasha said her future husband has to fulfill her pool boy fantasies on demand. What's that mean? Like make minimum wage? Fucking.
Wait. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, please explain quickly. My husband has to fulfill my fantasies I have of him and the pool boy. Andrea, you're wrong too. Or Andrea?
No, Andrea's right. She loves subtitles.
No, I don't like this.
My mom is Asian. She asks questions during the movie. That's from Victoria. Okay, Sandy said it is what it is, and I've never been a victim. Then that's great.
Hell yeah,
because she's had this policy the whole time.
Yep. Never been a
Fucking-
victim.
Other women should take on that victim. Other women should take on that policy, and then there would be less domestic
Oh,
violence.
Jesus Christ. All right, Manny, what's yours?
You have to be understanding of my comedy engagements and entertainment, that it may come first. Well, I guess now second to this child. But yeah, I need to be able to choose at my will, like if it's an important enough gig to just take, and I don't want to be sweated about it.
Yeah, no guilt trips.
No
Okay.
guilt trips.
All right. San Francisco 49ers girl said you two cook at least twice. You have to cook at least twice a week.
Oh, yeah,
Quesadillas it is.
Man, I cook like twice a day.
Top ramen up in this motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Since Jay likes subtitles, he needs to find someone who likes dumb titles.
Daphne Sparks in here late. What up, Daphne?
All right.
Andrea said you got to have cuddle time balanced by personal time. Okay, Tyler, number two.
Yeah, I think you gotta be my cheerleader. I feel like support me in my decisions.
There you go.
And in my comedy, man. Sometimes like it's kind of hard because my current girlfriend is not stoked about my comedy career.
Or your comedy, probably.
That's probably more the one.
Okay, lawyer Sean, hold on. Legal
Yeah.
Sean is.
Yeah.
Do you want him to be more specific on any of this?
I mean, I think because it gets to the heart of why we say these things. Pull a thing out. You have to pull a thing out, and then she has to do it with this kind of frequency.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
every time I say a joke, you have to compliment it 3 times.
Nice. Okay, we asked for it. We got it. There it is.
3 different. It can't be repetitive of the last joke compliment.
Wait, hold on. San Francisco 49er girl said, "I'm not complaining if it's top ramen as long as I'm not cooking." Yo,
Oh, about
we're
the guy has
we're
to
gonna have
cook.
high blood pressure up in this household.
Boosa. Manny or Tyler, I guess, could read this one.
Buzza 89 says she probably hates that you're 25% colored.
Colored of people, as Tyler says. Matthew Powell said,
Oh,
"When's
man.
the bukkake?" All right. I don't know how often do you want it, Matthew? So let me see.
Number 2, Jay.
My number 2 would be it kind of goes along with what a couple of you have said as far as like feeling guilty or whatever, like being understanding to shit's going to come up that's going to have us have to reschedule or cancel our plans on occasion, if a gig comes up or something, and being understanding of that. I'm very understanding to other people's schedules and stuff, so I would want that in return and not feeling shitty about it.
Yeah.
Sean,
This is tough, man. This gets tough now that we get down.
I'm surprised so far.
Right?
Number 2. This is number 2, and I'm
Okay.
surprised neither you nor Tyler has had anything about marijuana.
Nah, it's because it's not a special thing. It's just a,
Yeah.
it's like I'm not going to bring up the fact that I want to have a Snickers bar here and there, So
Okay, I got you.
yeah. God, yeah. What's the other thing? It's something that Tyler just said too. That I'm in the same boat. I want a cheerleader because I feel like too often, and I'm not sure. It feels like too often. People don't think dudes need that kind of like reinforcement or that kind of like hype up or like, dude, I'm proud of you. You're, what you're doing here is dope. I'm behind this or whatever. So it would be cool. And I know I need to get more detail here. So I'll say it this way, just be cool. Generally overall, I need you to, I would love just, being on my side.
How would Legal Sean respond to that though?
He'd say, I like that that's all encompassing and doesn't give her a lot of outs. So I think you did well.
All right, Manulus.
You need to have your financial situation in check, is where like you can't be too in debt, and you need to be responsible for yourself. If I were to die and couldn't, take care of shit. So you need to be equally yoked in that. If I'm taking care of my shit, you should be able to take care of your shit.
Yeah.
You got to go up one, Jay. That's
I know.
not
I
one.
saw it. The guy's doing an open mic here, so that's why I didn't highlight it.
Got it. Got it.
Victoria said, I'm an adult. I do what I want. You can state your concern, but I may not change my decision to do it, and I expect no judgment. Guyanese said, cuddling almost every night. Andrea shared household duties, cooking included. If he doesn't cook, be a master chef at takeout dinners. I'm down for that. Sandy J said, I would need a microchip to be auto buzzed when I'm supposed to do some of these contract requirements. No way I remember some of this stuff. Well, we'd have it printed and framed in the living room, so you'd be able to see it anytime.
Also, we're just talking about being a good person here, so that you need to be buzzed around. Oh, that's hard to remember.
I'll say Matthews.
I'm
Matthews said, this isn't the strangest thing I've masturbated to, but it's still getting the job done. Mainly because of Tyler. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, Tyler. Tyler's on number 3.
Wait, hold on. Let me catch up on
ahead,
all these. N said willingness to try new things. I love someone who's open-minded and willing to do anything. Spontaneity. All right, that's pretty good. And Natasha said, in bed, I get to place my cold feet on your body. Oh God. To warm them up. Complaints nor suggestions for
what? Socks? Is that a sock?
Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah.
No socks in bed. And that's a whole nother conversation. That means that's a whole thing.
I love that. I like no clothes in bed, to be honest. I always say it scratches the sheets.
I can't, like, I've got to wear clothes in bed because it's just like there's something about, like, I always worry if there's a fire, just something stupid. You know what I mean? And also, like, I don't want to get up in the middle of the night and have morning wood and then smack my dick on a dresser and then, have like
Jesus Christ, how big's your dick?
It's fucking amazing. It's fucking enormous.
You're smacking your dick on the dresser from bed. Okay. Matthew, he said, all kidding aside, what's the question that we're all answering? So Sean, Jesus Christ, Sean brought up this chick went on what was it, her 3 weeks she's been talking to a guy?
It was 2 weeks, and then presented him with the contract, 17 pages.
17-page contract. Some dude she met off Tinder.
Now,
and so we're saying what our Sean, I'm just finishing. So we're saying what are our top 3 things we would have in a contract.
And probably top 2 was enough at 48 minutes, and we've gone round and round, right? So now here's the question, though.
Yes.
So
I'm not gonna take the
what's your third? No.
So what's your third? So people just fall into relationships. This woman said that made this contract. This makes me know what I'm signing up for. I want you to listen to my words, by the way. Everybody listen to the words I'm using. She doesn't know she's saying them, but we do. Okay, listen to this. People just fall into relationships, said right. This makes me know what I'm signing up for. I live in constant fear of waking up 2 years into a relationship and realizing my partner doesn't have the same life plan as me. The same life plan as me. Oh, she finally said, you've put 1 or 2 years into a relationship, but you don't agree on the core things. If you don't have that core connection, you're wasting time and prolonging heartbreak. At this point, we update it every 6 months.
Jesus.
So now they've been together for a few years. Are they still together?
So this was actual the guy that went. This is actual. Okay.
I gotta say yes.
I'm going to say yes because he went into it. Like he was open to it, knowing, and I'm going to say they are still together.
Okay, now, okay, fine, yep.
Manny,
and Tyler,
Manny, yeah, I said yeah.
Oh wait, can I see what this guy looks like? Because if he looks like a Long Kong fuckboy, then I'm like,
I'm sorry, a what?
They're still together.
He doesn't have self-respect.
Well, this has been a game changer. I'd recommend all couples have one. It's the best thing ever. We're partners.
Is this a guy saying?
We're agreeing to tackle life together, and this is our game plan for doing it. He does not have one quote in this whole entire story.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
But they are still together.
And not saying he didn't get interviewed and even equal time, but none of his stuff made it.
I mean, I wonder if this first chick he ever had sex with, that could be something. What were you gonna say, Tyler?
Yeah.
I mean, that could just be the whatever publication it comes out. It's just all like rah rah rah. Anyways,
It's New York Post. You know, take it as it's
take it or leave it. It's the New
yeah.
York Post.
yeah.
I put this in here. Did you guys see AOC's dress that said "Tax the Rich"?
Yeah.
And then did you see that the artist?
Mm-mm.
Go ahead, Sean.
I'm so irritated at the artist too, because it was just a moment. So, and what's funny too, tickets. So at the Met Gala, we all know what the Met Gala is. If you don't, the Met, it's a museum, right? And they have this annual event. Everybody dresses up in these crazy outfits. The bigger, the grander, the crazier it's supposed to be, the cooler. And it's $30,000 to $40,000 per ticket to get into this. And what we saw was government officials going to this too, which is super interesting. And so AOC goes, she gets a lot of crap about showing up from, obviously people like to crap on any politician doing anything. Right. But she has this dress on the back. It says "Tax the Rich." And she's at this place where there's a ton of billionaires. Rich. Everybody's rich, but also, well, including her. Right. Anyway, it's really funny to watch her do things, and she just doesn't see she's actually a part of it too. But it says "Tax the Rich" in a certain kind of handwriting, font, a white dress, and it's a red thing. Well, then an Instagram post comes out where this artist, she's like, yeah, so back in whenever 2018 or whatever, she started putting this "Tax the Rich" thing on an Abe Lincoln mask. And it's like just imagine like the Abe Lincoln on the $5 bill, and then a contemporary mask put on, and it says "Tax the Rich" in her handwriting. She one-offs them every time.
Back up a
little
bit, Jay.
And Jay, if you're watching video, Jay's showing it. You have to go up though.
You can't see that?
We can see the I thought you were showing a picture of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Artist claims that's from New York Post.
Oh, that it was a knockoff.
Artist claims AOC "Tax the Rich" Met Gala dress was a knockoff. Keep going, Sean. I'll get the
okay,
picture.
That's a different so the knockoff thing. So let's just be clear, because that's actually not the right way to write it. What she said in her Instagram post is, along with picture proof, is that's my creation. I did that. Yeah, that's the dress that Manny's showing if you're watching.
Keep that up, Manny. Here's
and that's her thing, which is the same "Tax the Rich" font. And so she merely says, the artist says, hey, she's not mad about the fact that they stole it from her. She just wants to collaborate with them. So there it is again, political power and financial power in AOC and other politicians takes away this woman's a struggling artist too. She doesn't have a ton of money.
That's
I do have to say, I don't care. AOC is fine than a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. She knows that too, especially when she puts that baby doll voice on, right? When she does it, she's like talking like this so I can get, it's like, dude, own it, do it.
I'd like to give her some of this AOC.
What's that, AOC?
What was that?
Average old cock.
Oh.
Thank you for saying average.
Asian old.
Yeah.
By the way, everything over in the comments is completely on relationships right now and has nothing to do with the show anymore.
I know.
They're all helping each other out. Like, just give me a call. We'll work through it. Well, I agree, Brittany. Not wasted. You've learned what to do and not to do for the next relationship. She's like, that's a good point.
Right.
Yeah, while fucking Matthew's running his bits.
Yeah. Quick
Right.
question. Quick question for us. Who do we think is the best and worst at relationships out of the four of us?
Oh, well, you got to be the best.
Yeah, you're the only one married, man.
Yeah, you're married with a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So who's next? Who's number two?
And who's the worst?
Who's the worst?
Oh, God. It's gonna be me or Sean, probably.
Probably. Yeah, because you're pretty good, right, Tyler?
I'm in a committed. Yeah.
And Tyler's always been like one of those. Look at Jay's face. And old cock. Yeah, that would probably be Jay.
Sean and
got
Jay
old
tie.
sperm.
Come on, Brittany. Yeah.
Sean and Jay tie.
No, hey, look, I think I'm a good one when I am one. So I think.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you did. Yeah. You went. Here's the thing about Sean is I think Sean went above and beyond for his ex.
Like letting her.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
I was laughing at Victoria's comment.
What's that say? And
Jay
so
is
Victoria says Jay is worst.
So is that sentence structure. Jay is worst.
What? Whoa! What race was
Caveman.
that?
It's a
Oh,
caveman. What were you
Alright.
thinking? Why? What were you
I don't
thinking?
know. You look like you changed your face up for.
What country is that cave on?
Or island, Philippines. Oh.
No, why did you let that rest?
I ruined everything.
It's like he's got this beautiful crock pot, like a 32 quart. He's been cooking this amazing
Just
stew.
fucking knock
And
it
no,
off.
and then you walk by, and he's been seasoning, tasting all this shit. And you walk by, open up with a big thing of sea salt, just poured it, and said, "Now it's good." And then you just leave.
We just want to say here on the HollingsWorthless podcast that we love all of our Filipino fans and Filipina fans, and we just want to say that sometimes Jay can say things, but he doesn't mean them. He loves you all. And he respects you all. Back to
Now, Victoria, if you can just work on your punctuation, then that sentence will probably
and
be pretty
actually,
good. My
both
bad.
Hey,
Jay's the worst.
and both you ding dongs. It's Jay is the worst.
I know. That's what I just said. Worst.
God.
All right.
So good.
Hey,
All right.
by the way, I think that all left-handed people and those with a stuttering issue should be moved to Maine.
Sean, can you read Brittany's comment?
No, hold on. Leave this one up.
we need PC Manny. We need a PC Manny before we go. Say something inappropriate, guys.
Have
No,
you been
please
here?
bail me the fuck out when I just set you up and not make it seem like I was just saying that shit for random. So all left-handed people and people of whatever else I said should all be rounded up and moved to Maine.
Yes, we just want to say that all left-handed people and people with stutters are perfect the way that you are. We just want to say we love you, we respect you, and that there are certain treatments for stuttering. That there is actually radiation therapy out there that is
What the fuck?
that is actually used to help those with the stutter. Also,
Hope
if
that
you are
that
left-handed
helps.
we just want to say that Jay, what he just said is wrong, and we love you and keep on working on your stutter. The president had a stutter, and you know what? He worked through it. Also, all left-handed people, don't be afraid. We know that your life expectancy may be a little bit shorter, but you guys are ultimately probably smarter. So back to you.
See, and I just tried to do something was like in my head real quick. The stutter part wasn't good, but I was trying to find something that wouldn't offend anybody. Every single person in the comments is a lefty, which is actually statistically impossible, by the way.
I jerk off with my left hand, but I'm not a lefty.
Nice.
But I really value my left hand, is what I'm saying.
I agree with you, Sandy. I think lefties are definitely smarter.
I know, and Mom, I know. That's why it popped in my head. My dad's left-handed, so I knew he wouldn't be offended.
It's gone off the
That
rails.
is why.
So good.
Damn, we're already at an hour, gentlemen.
Felt every second.
NFL season started.
Yeah.
Are you? Did the Seahawks won, right? Yeah, they kicked the
Seahawks
shit
won,
out of them, right?
Yeah, we beat the Indianapolis Colts. But they did have kind of a new quarterback, so that could have been a fluke. I'm never sold until midway through the season, but we face the Titans this week, so if we can stop Derrick Henry, we will be okay. Who are the Patriots facing this week?
The Jets. And they lost,
Sam
but
Darnold, right?
Mac Jones looks great, which
Yep.
I'm happy about.
Their run game looked great early on
until the fumble at the end. Fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm amped. Tyler, how's your football teams?
Is Sherman playing, or what's going on with him?
No, he had a domestic violence type thing, and nobody wanted to pick him up. He also was accused, both him and Russell Wilson, of having an affair with some like Instagram model. Which, come on, Russell ain't fucking around on Sierra. Like, we all know that Russell is too afraid to cheat on a black woman. He knows better. So, and the Niners also kicked ass. So the NFC West looks beast. They look insane. So that's going to be a tough division. But go ahead, Sean. Sorry.
Something's going to come out about. Look, he's a little too
good.
Something about Russell Wilson. Yeah, man. It's like, dude, you're trying too hard, bro.
Yeah.
What do you want everybody to call him? What was that again?
I know that guy.
Yeah, what is
Oh.
it? Mr.
Oh God.
Mr. Unlimited. It was like,
Oh, God, yeah.
it's so embarrassing. You love your
Unlimited.
quarterback, but you hate him. You know what I mean? It's
It's
like,
not-
just don't talk.
Dude, you don't get it. You don't do that. What happens is like there's some game and an announcer's like, yo, dude, that guy's Mr. Unlimited. You see how he blah, 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 blah. He sits in his own house with Sierra and he's like, you know, be super cool. She's like, what? And he shows her it written down. And she goes, Mr. Unlimited. He's like, Mr. Unlimited.
First off, I just want to say Bussa89 is 100% right. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, so anybody can get cheated on. You know what I mean? Just because, you know what, never forget the baddest chick that you will ever see in your life, somebody somewhere is sick and tired of her shit too. You know what I mean? So
And
I think it's
Beyonce's
just the richer
Yeah.
you are, the more likely, because he's probably getting more bombarded with options than most do.
yeah, I mean, look at Tiger Woods. He was just hitting hoes all over the place. So
playing
I
an
was
amazing game of golf because he's living on
Right.
the edge.
like,
Yeah.
mhm, exactly. He
Yeah,
was
man.
like, he's like, I gotta go get tested on Monday, but fuck, that was fun.
See?
Victoria, speaking of, did you see her dress at the Met Gala?
Oh
No. Well, Tyler, did you?
Who?
Sierra. She was wearing
Oh.
a Wilson number 3 dress and that
Oh,
ring,
shit.
which
Didn't earn the
It's-
ring.
I get so much shit for being like just who I am on the podcast. I was on another podcast this week and they kept calling me Antifa, and I was like, "What am I? I didn't even do anything. Why is everybody calling me Antifa? They, them, and some shit? I'm just in my own island, bro."
just loving everybody.
Maybe that was the term of endearment. They were calling you Auntie. Antifa.
Mm,
You like pho?
I'm with San Francisco 49er girl. It's like, God, man, I am like a Hawks fan through and through, but sometimes Russell and Sierra are so extra. You know, it's like
way extra, man.
yeah, that's like I could never be a Niner fan, but at the same time, it's just like at least your team is just chill and nobody's really like causing an uproar.
Have your own identity too. Like Sierra, you were
Tyler.
somebody before, man. You know, don't
Yeah.
be number 12. Not
Exactly.
12, whatever
Number
number
3?
is.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Don't stay. You can just stay in your own lane. You're amazing, and you know you got the singing shit. Fuck Bow Wow and all that other bullshit.
They're just yuck now.
Yeah.
How's my boy Tyler Lockett? I still. gotta
Oh
pick
yeah.
up
So
by
for
him.
those in the comments who don't know this, so Tyler Lockett, I think Richard Sherman, Doug Baldwin, Ricardo Lockett, they all hate me and Tyler. And Jay, I think, and Michael Bennett and Cliff Averill all hate the 3 of us for the roast that we've been on with them. But Tyler Lockett's he's doing amazing, man. I know he hates me the most because I think G Scott kind of started that little beef between us, which
Jeez, Scott, there's another
Yikes.
conversation to have. I don't get it.
Tyler, you want to read this?
Tyler, you're
I
my
don't get it.
favorite
He
indigenous-
shows up on my favorite podcast, filling in for somebody. I'm like,
Really?
dude, you have the instrument equivalent of like a French horn played by a 3-year-old. It's the worst thing to have to listen. His staccato. We'll talk about it later. It's all right.
I love G. He's like, "What's up, everybody? G Scott here."
Whoa, whoa, that's exactly it. But he says things that he thinks he's prolific, but he's just saying things that make no sense or inconsequential to anything.
Yeah. Hey,
So,
wait.
yeah.
Click on Bus's comment.
Wait,
real
I
quick.
want.
Because I just have a story real
oh,
quick. Bye.
okay.
Okay. Bussa said, I met Russell when I was an intern with the VA. Nicest guy ever. Felt fake, but then I remembered his life is better than basically all of us. So I met Russell 3 times in one night, and he didn't remember who I was.
Of course. Thank you, dude. Exactly. That's what I'd expect. Yep.
Okay, go back to Tyler. Can you read N's comment?
Tyler, you're my favorite indigenous person. Thank you so much for recognizing.
Oh, and yeah, we're at an hour 5.
Yeah.
Should we start doing our plugs?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
I guess that's it. Yeah, so my computer's in the shop, unfortunately. Bad timing because we had some cool production stuff that we were hoping to launch here during the show, but we'll get
You hear
it. We'll
that?
get my machine fixed and what?
I was gonna say, you hear that, Murray? His laptop is in the yeah. What were you looking at, Sean?
I see what we're doing. Great. That's a good time. That's a good time. Now, if that was Brent, hey, my buddy Brent, dude, you hear what
Yeah.
Sean just said? That's my mother.
Uh,
I don't know what happened, dude. That's what's crazy. But anyway, so yeah, I'm getting that fixed up. Let's get off me and go over to Manny.
Got a baby coming next week. I probably won't be on for maybe the next 2 weeks, but I'll be back, and I'll even have the little guy on camera. Scared as shit.
yeah, and we're gonna on Love in Black and White. We're gonna have we'll probably have
Black and white.
Yeah, we'll have some guest hosts temporarily.
yes.
And who
cool.
knows? Sean might pop on. You know,
Tyler?
Do they have to be black?
Oh, me and Tyler.
No.
Whoa! What the fuck,
whoa.
Tyler?
Jesus
I mean, it's
Christ.
Love in Black and White. If it's just
Oh.
us, it'll be Love in all white.
Good call. Good call.
We might even see Phil. Phil might be back on.
No,
you know?
Yeah. Tyler, you plugging anything other than your bunghole? So stupid.
You know what
Okay,
bunghole is? The little thing in the side of the wine barrel. That's called the bunghole.
No shit.
Yeah. And the cork you put in, I think, is the bung.
Okay.
Good to know.
I'll bring those every show.
Wait,
too.
what's this? Hold
Oh,
on.
Mom. No. What did
Wait,
you
what?
do?
What?
Happy early birthday.
That was under wraps
Happy
just fine.
Oh, fuck.
Right in at the end. If we would have ended this
Oh my
at an
God.
hour, we'd have been good.
Oh,
Put it in my
Marie,
calendar as
you're
a
the
yearly
Oh,
reminder.
Yeah,
now.
I gotta do that. Oh,
Yeah.
look at everybody giving love.
I didn't know you were
Mom,
another September
great.
birthday.
Whose side are you on?
Oh, Sean,
Dad.
let me put this forever. As
Why
a,
did you
always,
stop
every
it?
year.
Yeah,
Let's go. Add
9:16.
Gross.
nicest guy in the
Way to
world,
go,
Sean
Marie.
McCann's
Mama.
birthday.
Marie,
Man.
what time was he born at?
5:12 a.m.
Ooh, that was
No, I think that
early
actually was
riser.
it, though.
Oh,
Early
got it
riser.
in here.
Sean's B-Day.
I'll send some dildos over. Okay, Tyler, what's yours?
This weekend I'm at Tacoma Comedy Club. And next weekend we're in Bend, Oregon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bend and
5:20 a.m.
on Spokane.
But somebody just dropped, so we might have to fill
5:20
Wait, what?
a.m.
The feature just dropped.
On which one? The Bend or Spokane?
The Bend one.
Oh, no.
So if there's any comics listening in the Bend area, buy your
Maybe.
tickets and maybe we'll get you a spot on the show.
What the hell? Hey, look at
Yo.
this. Look at this. Look at this.
47. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
That's not right.
Wow.
Ray's calling him out.
What is she doing? I know what's happening. No, I do know what's happening. I got it. Because here, she already told me. I already know what's happening.
What's
They've
that?
got this on their big screen on the big TV.
I love it.
I can see it. They're both sitting right now. Mom's on the couch. Dad's on one end of the couch. Mom might be on the other one. And they are dying laughing because they know they're messing with my game right now.
We should have them on, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
great.
We should
Yeah.
have him on Love in Black and White. We should have him on Love in Black and White, Jay. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they just had their 48th wedding anniversary.
Yeah. Wow. So they waited a year to
Oh, hey,
Damn.
ease up, everybody.
I know.
Yo, why is everybody
Damn.
putting 47? That's going to get in the algorithm.
She's messing with
Uh,
Sean. He's only 41, guys.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'll be
Wow.
plugging tomorrow. I'm at Sugar Daddy's the Thursday the 16th. Funny, Sean's birthday is the same as when I'm doing Sugar Daddy's. Brad Garrett's on Friday, and then
Whoa.
next week, like you said, Tyler said, Bend, Oregon, the 25th, and Spokane Comedy Club, the 26th. Right?
Pow pow, you got it.
I feel like we should get some merch, and like one of the shirts should be Mama McCann is a treasure.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
That'd
what-
be say that.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Look at what San Francisco 49er girl wrote. Perfect.
Wait, by the way, did you say Bend Comedy Club? Is that what you said, or did I hear that wrong? Sorry.
No.
No, it's the Domino
Oh.
Room in Bend,
Yeah,
Oregon.
Domino Room.
Oh,
Yeah.
also to the people in the chat, their thoughts. I mean, I always say Hooligoons or the Goons or whatever. I was thinking about doing a shirt that said, instead of Toon Squad, Goon Squad,
Ooh.
and had like the little Toon Squad logo.
We also like online aunties. Boom. What?
Yeah, my mom gets front row.
You know it. And we'll do a clean show.
Oh shit, I buy that shirt. Okay. Let's wrap it up. And until next week, Tyler is
Oh no, we don't.
No.
That's not a
Bye.
Now you got two people upset. Now you got two people.